Why Reijnders is scary for the Premier League. I've just seen one of the best debut performances ever in the Premier League. Reijnders, a goal and an assist for Man City against Wolves away. Tricky game. He's completely dominated the game. He's completely outrun the Wolves midfield. He's completely outclassed every other player on the pitch, including Man City players. It's been outstanding from Reijnders today. We're going to break down all the goals, but we have to take a focus on Reijnders specifically, because this is a player that's crept right under the radar for many, many football fans. Mainly because he cost 46 million euros. That's nothing. Cucurella went to Chelsea for 65 million pounds. Kepa went for 75 million pounds. It's outrageous. This guy's worth 150 million quid in terms of what he can do and where he can go with his career. We have to talk about how he set up Erling Haaland for the first goal. Wolves were really rugged, defensively resolute, and Reijnders just completely opened up the Wolves midfield. He's ran with the ball in a Kevin De Bruyne-esque kind of run deep from midfield, a little scoop ball into Rico Lewis, who plays an unbelievable ball into Erling Haaland. But it's all down to Reijnders. How rare is it in today's day and age with midfielders who want to obviously keep possession, play the simple ball, and play the averages, to actually run through and break the lines at that level? It's unbelievable. The technical brilliance. It's got a little bit of the Iniesta, it's a little bit of Ilkay Gundogan, a little bit of Yaya Toure, dare I say it, and of course Kevin De Bruyne, who had a lot of great performances at Molineux himself, including a weak foot hat-trick a few seasons ago and a title running. Reijnders has put in an unbelievable, majestic performance, and it can go really difficult. Look at Florian Wirtz against Bournemouth. You'd argue he didn't have a very good game at all. He was unable to influence things. Reijnders has got this height. Reijnders has got this stature where he's able to kind of glide past players, be physically up to it, not get bullied, not get shouldered off the ball. And the way he set up City for the first goal is absolutely outrageous. And he's in a pantheon of greatness. The last Man City player to get a goal and an assist on his debut was nearly 14 years ago, an unknown striker in Sergio Aguero against Swansea City. These are serious things. I think Reijnders has got a lot of things he can improve as well, including the side around him. With Doku today, I'm not 100% sure on Nico Gonzalez. What does Man City look like with Rodri, with Reijnders, with Phil Foden, with Marmoush, with Cherki, who was fantastic when he came off the bench today, with a back line that's maybe a little bit more settled as well? Scary times. Scary times. We have to talk about his goal as well that made it 2-0. It was scary. He's getting this ball. He must have been 20 yards out, 25 yards out, and it's coming across him, and he smashes it into the far corner on his left foot. A natural finish of unbelievable quality on his weak foot as well. He gives you this air of like, he just wants to play football in a joyous way. He just enjoys playing football. It's almost like it's a game to him. So many professional footballers, obviously for obvious reasons, they're getting paid huge money. There's huge media speculation, huge social media presence and scrutiny, and there's a lot of pressure on footballers. They all look tired. They all look stressed. Reijnders was just having a laugh at the highest quality. The finish is outstanding. He's about to dominate the Premier League. If he stays fit, he will contribute so many goals and assists. He's even got a little bit of Cesc Fabregas. He's got a little bit of David Silva. And dare I say it, a little bit of Frank Lampard as well. He's got an instinctive kind of Frank Lampard kind of run, a glide about him as well. It's outstanding. He kind of merges across all these different midfielders. I'm a huge fan already of Reijnders. And I watched him at points last season for AC Milan, for the Dutch as well, of course, for major international matches. But I feel at Man City, like it has been for David Silva when he came from Valencia at a high level, Sergio Aguero from Atletico Madrid, and on and on. Man City proving time and time again, huge platform for these footballers to go and get into the next level of their career. And I think Reijnders, he just looks so natural out there. It was absolutely scary. Erling Haaland, I mean, we're talking 103 goals and assists in 98 Premier League appearances. That is absolutely scary. He's obviously notched up a couple of goals today. The second one, he got a little bit lucky, bad keeping from Jose Sa. That's the Reijnders assist. And the first one was a tap-in. But if he can just stay in and around the box and just get 30 goals, he's got 22 league goals last season. Absolutely outrageous. considering he was so flat, considering City were so poor. That's better than some Golden Boot winning seasons even 10 years ago. I'm thinking of the likes of Nicolas Anelka, Tevez, I think, got less than that. So it's an outstanding return and 2 goals. He's scored in every single opening game for City since he's joined, which is a small record, which is surely quite rare to find in Premier League football. 3 seasons in a row where he scores in the opening game. That's outrageously good. And I'm very, very gassed about that in particular as well. And then you have to look at Cherki, the goal from Cherki. When he came on, little flicks around the corner, little touches, didn't really lose the ball too many times, where he was criticised by certain City fans and people that watched the friendly against Palermo. When I watched it, he lost the ball far too many times. But maybe that's him finding his gauge and he's finding his kind of timing. He didn't lose it too much. He took a few risks and he finds space because of his ingenuity. And he gets an unbelievable strike off and he scores. It's scary for the Premier League. Reijnders, I've talked about him in this video, but Cherki, you have to keep an eye on for him as well. Some other interesting things from the game. If you watch this far, make sure you subscribe as well. Would really appreciate it. James Trafford in goal, clean sheet on his debut. Do you need Donnarumma when you got James Trafford? Looks like he had a good relationship with the back line, with Rico Lewis, with John Stones, with Ike Nuri on his debut, who looked balanced, looked decent, looked very, very good in the tackle. My first thought has to be with Ike Nuri, by the way. He's a bit like a Kyle Walker replacement. I know it's a different side of defence, but he's got that pace. He's the get out of jail free card in the back line. Got so much pace. He was absolutely outstanding. But going back to James Trafford, didn't need to do too much today. Strand Larson missed a few shots, didn't even get them on target at points across the game. But he looked confident. He looked a touch bigger, James Trafford. He looked like he filled out the shirt a little bit more than maybe when he first was in the Premier League with Burnley a couple of years ago with Vincent Kompany. I like him a lot. I wouldn't mind no transfer activity. I don't know if Donnarumma comes in and gives you the same level of security, particularly in the Premier League. It could be Taibbi 2.0. Maybe I'm wrong. Oscar Bob, electric, fantastic. Rico Lewis, the ball across for the first goal was exquisite. I can't believe he was playing, to be honest. He's linked so heavily to Nottingham Forest. And you want someone like Rico Lewis in and around the squad. He distills the Guardiola ethic of keeping things simple, decent movement, and just playing the right pass and just keeping possession. I think losing him, I think you'd lose too many players. And I like Nico O'Reilly. Phil Foden's a fundamental part of it. But actually, Rico Lewis, a huge part of the City success in the last few years. But ultimately, it's a very, very good performance. 4-0 away from home, opening game of the season. It doesn't matter if there are question marks about Doku, who starts on the left. For me, it has to be someone like Marmoush over Doku in big games coming up, particularly the one next week as well. Bernardo Silva pulling the strings at points. Nico Gonzalez, fantastic. But it has to go back to Reijnders. When are you ever going to see a midfield performance where you get a goal and an assist and complete control of the pitch at points from Reijnders? And the other thing, by the way, just to conclude, the athleticism he displays, he gets about. It's outstanding. One of the best Premier League performances I've seen in a debutant ever. It's huge. If you made it as far, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave your comments down below, and I'll see you very, very soon.